What's up, you guys? I just got done worshiping and now my makeup is all wild, but I just wanted to come on here because I was having a conversation with God earlier today, and I was talking to him about love, right? Just I was making a post about the video that I just made a couple days ago, and it's called Can You Sell Your Soul? And there was a part at the end where God had me do a prayer, right? To realign people back to him in the end of that video. And as I was writing the caption before I posted it on my IG, one of the things I was saying was people don't know how to give love or something, but I said God is deep or something, and then I said he's love, something like that. I don't remember verbatim. And in there, God started to remind me, because I was God is love, right? And how people we don't just naturally be giving our love away. And then God immediately took me back to how we are actually like him in love. And what he was saying was how when we first come into the earth, and how when our mothers give birth to us, how we're innocent, and how naturally we love. Naturally, as a baby, we love and we give because we are still innocent. The world hasn't got to us yet. People's words haven't been, the seed hasn't been sown and formed and taken root in us yet. We're just innocent. We don't fully understand, but we are in the pureness of God. And he started to say to me how in the beginning, right, of our lives, we are naturally loving, we love how he loves. But what happens is Satan gets a hold of us, and it makes us not so loving. But what he did show to me, and that he took me into deeper waters with him in, was that he was saying how even though us as people go through life and experience life, and the heaviness and the burdens and the things that just come with being alive in the land of the living, he was saying ultimately, if we pay attention, even though we've been through things, we still run deep in love like he runs deep in love. Because we still end up going into the world looking for somebody to love, and then we have a longing to just be loved. No matter what we go through in life, we still have that longing to be loved, because we want somebody we can love. And the thing is that we be thinking we want somebody to love us, and we just want to feel wanted, or whatever the case is. But the truth of the matter is that we are not made to hold on to love. We are meant to pour out. That's why we, sometimes you're I got to protect my heart because it's so pure and things like that. But how you end up finding all the wrong people, but yet you keep giving, it's you need to put your guards up, but you just love. And that is the love in the heart of God. Except the difference with him and us is that we pull back, we withdraw. Once we are hurt, we take our love, or at least try to, and suppress it and bury it in the depths of our soul, so we no longer run off of love. But the truth of the matter is that we are naturally made to love. And God was just saying even we run deep in love, which is why we go looking for love in all the wrong places, when in reality, nobody can actually triumph or overdo the love that God has. So when we have that void, it's really God that we're looking for. It's really God whose love that we need to be in us, which is why you can date all these people, but it's something's missing. Or you could be oh, I found my soulmate, but still there's time, moments in time and in space where you still feel a distance sometimes, or you feel they're lacking in loving you in the way you want to be loved, when in reality, God gives us our spouses or in our partners not to fulfill that. They're never called to fulfill it. He is always called to fulfill it. It's God first. right? Or else that's how we end up putting idols before God, and then we expect a human to give us something that they haven't mastered. Like, they don't know how to just give and give and give, because God doesn't need to be refilled. God is full, but people run dry. And so God gives us human connection, to be like the hands and feet of, like, God, what is it? Like a physical touch and a physical appearance, because our eyes, like, we want a body and a person, but in actuality, the only one who can fulfill us and overflow us is God, which is why we have to be connected to him like an umbilical cord to our, to the mother. And so, it just wanted to say that, like, you guys, it's okay to love, and it's okay to love God with everything you have, and give people what is the overflow of that, and to not demand people to give you what they aren't even fully capable of understanding, because God is love, and then he puts that desire, and he's even saying, like, how we desire to be loved by people. He also has that same emotion where he yearns for us. And so I'm saying all of this just to conclude to, God is the depths of love. And when we allow God to reset us, we are also able to give love and move through love, and not through an impure place, because we think everybody's out to get us, or like a trust issue. So go back to your Father and allow him to renew you, and allow him to instill in you what he has given you from the beginning, to be a lover. Not naive, but a lover. And also know, as he gifts you with your husband, and your family and your friends, to pour different types in different ways he loves into you, to also just keep in mind that ultimately it all stems from him, and to go to him first. Everybody else is a gift. When they are showing and giving you love, it's a gift from him, to remind you physically that his love is still for you. Okay, and that is all, you guys. I am out. Bye.